Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Gary gzduels, and I'm here today to play some Blackwings on Dueling Network. I'm playing a match because, that's all I really want to do on Dueling Network, play matches. And DevPro these days, for some reason, it's been like really weird. You can't join duels, you can't host duels. Tell me if you guys are having the same problem, because I don't think it's just me. So I think DevPro is trying something out. So for now, I'm going to duel on Dueling Network. And for this duel, I want to highlight some of the advantages and disadvantages of playing Blackwings in this format. So stay tuned for that. And also, I wanted to highlight a ruling dispute I had with my opponent. So right here, I'm going to try to show you guys a really awesome, as everybody knows, okay, Black Whirlwind at 3 completely brings back Blackwings as a contending deck. So if my summon went off, I would be able to search with Black Whirlwind. But since he uses Torrential Tribute, some people may not know that if you disrupt the summon of the Blackwing monster, the Black Whirlwind will not be able to allow him to search. So if someone tries to summon Shura, you bottomless, and they're like, oh, I get a search with my Black Whirlwind, that doesn't happen, just so you guys know. So the advantage of Black Whirlwind is it helps the deck run so smoothly. You draw into a Sirocco, and right away you get to get your deck. You get to go into your deck, search for something. It gives you that gadget unity, you know what I'm talking about, the gadget effect, where you summon gadget, you can search for another gadget. It gives you that type of ability, except better because you're able to search out really awesome cards like Zephyros, like Gale, like Kalute, like Blizzard, and all of that stuff. So it's sometimes much more dependable. So I'm going to use Bora the Spear to attack the token and do 1,700 damage. And the cool things about these Blackwing monsters, they have awesome effects. Bora the Spear does piercing damage. Shura the Blue Flame does special summoning from the deck. Zephyros allows you to recycle a face-up card. So if it's Fiendish Chain, you can recycle that, and it's just really awesome. Kalute, adds attack from the hand. It's like a hand trap. Gale halves the attack of other of your opponent's monsters. So it's pretty awesome what happens. So he's going to summon out Rose Warrior. He's going to synchro for I think Stardust Dragon at this point. And I was like, okay. It's obvious that I'm facing a very inexperienced player right now, because look at the card choices that he's making. I'm not trying to judge. Maybe he has some sort of combo, but if you take a look at the card choices, there are just better cards out there for him to get off of his plays. And his rating is not that high, but I don't blame people for ratings. Since the September 1st ban list kicked in, Dueling Network resets all of our rating to 100 again, and we have to start over. But if you take a look at our experiences on the right-hand side, the number on the right-hand side of the slash, it tells you how experienced of a player you are. So I don't blame him. We're still at low rating, so it's obvious that he didn't read this Kalute, because if you summon out Bora the Spear, guys, and you're not searching for Kalute, it's because you have Kalute in your hand, or your back row has answers. So yeah, it's obvious. So he just lost his Stardust Dragon. So that's it. He's gonna leave a token in defense position, and next turn we will be able to kind of OTK him just right there. So when it's my turn, I'm going to draw into Icarus, which is pretty awesome. Which is another cool thing about Blackwings, is they have the ability to use Icarus like no other deck. And I'm going to summon out Zephyros. Zephyros has 1,600 attack, so I'm going to be able to search out for Kalute. Since Bora the Spear does piercing damage, I think I will try to end the game right here. If not, I could, still fall back onto my Icarus attack. I'm going to attack piercing damage 1,700. And then I'm going to attack with Zephyros the Elite. That's 1,600 damage. So that will bring him down to 2,400. Yep. I'm going to attack with Gale, and during damage calculation, I will drop Kalute, and it will be enough to steal game 1. So that's pretty awesome. I thought about it, if he had something like Battle Fader or something like that, or Gore's Tragodia, I will be able to use Gale's effect, half the Gores that he summons, and that I will be able to synchro summon using Zephyros the Elite, and then I will be able to set the Icarus attack, and I will have a pretty brilliant backup plan. Now, going to side deck, I don't exactly know what to side deck against this deck, because it doesn't seem like his deck runs that efficiently. So I'm going to put in 2 deck devastation viruses. I'm doing this mainly because of 2 reasons. I don't need the Effect Veiler, and I don't think I need the Delta Crow. I want to put those 2 deck devastation viruses in, because even if I don't hit anything, I get to see his hand for 3 turns. and seeing his hand for 3 turns allows me to prepare for game 3 if I happen to lose game 2. So it's about like getting to know what your opponent has, because at this point, I don't know what his basic strategy is. I don't know what his win condition is. And sometimes that could be a disadvantage to you. So that's the one reason. The other reason is I know he's some sort of synchro deck. So his monsters, his synchro material monsters are probably going to be very low attack. So if I happen to hit upon something, maybe like a dandelion in the hand or whatever, it will still be worth it, you know? So that's what I wanted to do. Over here, as you can see, my opening hand is okay. My opening hand highlights another weakness of the Blackwing deck, and that is sometimes you don't have a monster to special summon, because Blackwings, the way I play Blackwings, the way I see other people play Blackwings, is they're trap heavy. So sometimes you open up with like 4 traps, no Blackwing monsters, and the Blackwing monsters that you happen to draw into, like Blizzard or like Kalu, you don't necessarily want to sacrifice. You don't necessarily want to send them to the graveyard just yet. So I'm just gonna hold on because I do have enough traps. He knows that I have Treasure Tribute because I got it off of Pot of Duality, but we're just gonna see. I draw into a Kalut. I don't want to sacrifice this Kalut right here, so I'm going to send. I'm gonna just end the turn right here, and now it's my opponent's turn. He does something very interesting. He's going to, knowing that I have Treasure Tribute, he's going to summon out Summoner Monk. Using Summoner Monk's effect, he's going to turn into defense. Using Summoner Monk's other effect, he's going to try to discard Warrior Returns Alive, and then he's going to special summon out probably Rose Warrior to go for a synchro summon. So on the summoning of his Rose Warrior, I will activate Torrential Tribute, and I'm pretty sure he has something, so I'm going to hover my cursor over the Solemn Warning, and I will negate, using Solemn Warning, negate the Starlight Road that he had. So pretty straightforward, right? But over here, we enter into a ruling dispute. So some of you may not know, or may not know, or at least he didn't know, that Solemn Warning will be able to negate Starlight Road, because Starlight Road has that optional effect of special summoning out Stardust Dragon. So, once that happens, it's like this. Chainlink 1, you have Torrential Tribute. Chainlink 2, you have Starlight Road. Chainlink 3, you use Solemn Warning. Solemn Warning negates Chainlink 2. Chainlink 2 does not resolve. Chainlink 1, which is Torrential Tribute, resolves, thus destroying all of the monsters on his side of the field. So, he doesn't know this. I don't really blame him, but he's kind of just stalling. And I was just like, okay, you know what? Let's call an admin. We're gonna try to sort this thing out, and I'm gonna try to find some proof for you guys as well. So over here, without going into much more detail, I'm going to call an admin and go on Google. It's as simple as going into Google. Seriously, go into Google, searching up Starlight Road versus Solemn Warning. I find the Pojo thread. I trust Pojo a lot because a lot of experienced players post on there, and it's like a P2P, like peer-to-peer. And over here he's like, you should read your cards, and I'm like, dude, you're the one in the wrong here. Let me just find this for you really quickly. So I do find the thread, and the thread is talking about Heavy Storm. So Chainlink 1 Heavy, Chainlink 2 Starlight, Chainlink 3 Warning, like I said, except we replace Heavy with Torrential Tribute. Torrential Tribute will be able to resolve naturally on Chainlink 1. So he quits, and I was like, wow. So I hope you guys learned something. Hope you guys enjoy this. This is Gary gzduels signing out.